Oh, I thought that was him for a second. I was like, oh shit, that is him. Okay. Welcome back to more ARK Fjordur. Today we're going to be taming up a Shadow Main. Now, for those who don't know, it's not necessarily that it's a difficult tame, it's that it's just an annoying tame and it's really tedious in the process and strategy to get one. So in simplest terms, the way to tame a Shadow Main is you need to trap fish and then feed it to it passively, and over time, after a few feeds, it should be yours to claim. Simple, right? Here's the problem. One, you have to catch the fish, and I just did a quick experiment just to see how long it takes, and you got about 40 minutes to use it. So not necessarily difficult, but you are on the clock and you got to get it while it's there. In terms of where they spawn on the map, from what I've seen, only in the ARK biome in those little aberration areas that I explored in an earlier video. Now, to tame it, the easiest way I've found to do it, courtesy of Syntac, is to grab a net, right? You want to go to any real body of water. Obviously, the shallower, the better, because then you don't really got to swim too far. Let me gab them up so I can see everything. So you want to try to find any fish. Now, it's not just specifically certain fish. They are... What is that? Oh, there are piranhas. So this might be a good idea to see what we need. So, ow. So you see right here how it says 0.9, right? That's essentially the taming effectiveness, to say, for lack of a better term, where the higher the percentage or the multiplier, that increases the taming effectiveness. So a 2 times would be better than a 1 times, and so on and so forth. Hopefully that is the case. Let's just quickly look around here, because those piranhas were not really what we want. So I might honestly just have to kill them. Yeah, I have not been into that aberration area in the ARK biome in a very long time, so I truly don't know what could be there in terms of levels for any of the Shadow Mains. I also do have the ghillie armor that you also are required, so that way they don't detect you, and that way you can avoid their aggro until you feed them, obviously. But when we get to that point, there is a way to avoid that issue from being attacked, because they do turn invisible, and if you're not tracking them, you're not going to see them whatsoever, except for like their footprints here and there. But again, that's not really a great way to find them. Now, I should have brought my flippers. Honestly, would have been a smarter move, but let's see, that's a 0.5 and we're out of stamina. So worst case scenario, I could just grab a bunch of any kind of fish, but ideally I am looking for the better multiplied fish, so hopefully this could go a lot quicker and smoother. Yeah, I might just go back to base, honestly, to grab flippers. Yeah, let me do that real quick. Alright, so we got the flippers on. Let's see who we got over here. What are you? Because the other difficulty about it being in not as shallow water, that's 0.9. You were, what, a 0.5? That's a 1. I might grab the 1 if I don't get anything else. You know what, let's just have it just in case. But that does kind of put me on the clock, unfortunately. And I don't have too many fish nets to work with. Are you the 1? Yes. Alright, let's grab the fish net. Wait for you to bite me again. Come on. Where did you go? Where the hell did you go? This area might not be working too well. Let me just see what kind of a fit. Actually, you know, there is a spot I might try that should have a good spot for big saber-tooth salmons, and that's near where the beaver dams are. So let me actually go over there, and I might get really lucky with some big fish. Just wanted to check this body of water real quick to see if there's anything prior to. That's a 0.8. What are you? You are saber-tooth, and you're 1. Okay, we got you, if anything. What are you? Hopefully something good. That's another 1. You are a 2.2. That we're definitely going to take. So let's try to... it's gonna get interesting. First, let's try not to drown to death. That's one. Second, you're the 2-2, right? I believe you are trapped. Perfect. And now we just throw this down right there. And you should... Yes, you are initializing. So in just a moment, we should have a high-level fish. Perfect. Let's pick this up. And let's check for some more. I don't know exactly how many I will need. Actually, let me just check. How long will this one last? 40 minutes as well. And we're drowning. At least I kind of know what to look for in terms of size. Like, this is going to be a super small one. So, the bigger the fish, the... Hello there. 1.2, I will take it. Haven't been seeing too many other good ones lately. A little closer. That should be good, right? Cool. Let's throw you down there. My goodness, I should have brought a scuba tank as well. Let's see. Did you get trapped? Yes, you did. Awesome. I don't know if I could cryo... I probably should have seen if I could cryopod them to make them last longer, come to think of it. What are you? You're a 1. These look like some big fish over here, honestly. Let me just get some oxygen real quick. Let's see. You are a 1-3. We'll hold off for the moment. You are a... You were the 1 from before. What are you? You're also a 1. That is probably going to be a 1, right? Maybe like a 1.5. That's a 0.8? Damn. Okay, then. Did I check you? Probably, but let me just... That's 0.9. That definitely has to be a big fish right here. Like, honestly, I just need any fish now. Let me just... Damn it. Are you in? I believe you are, and we are trapping... No, we're not. Can I please pick it up? Thank you. Now you're on the other side. Okay, let's just move over directions to here. I don't know if that'll work. Probably not. Too far. And that should work. There we go. So I'm going to just do this a little bit more. Hopefully the fish don't expire prior to me getting to the shadow mains, and then we'll see about taming it. So I'm in the aberration zone, and right here is what you're looking for. So you'll see they're sleeping like that. To approach them, you definitely only want to approach from behind where they cannot see you. From the side or in front, they will spot you even when they sleep. And it'll absolutely destroy any taming you're trying to do. So this is the animation you're looking for. I'm not obviously going to tame this one because it's only a level 50, but you want to get right behind it. It'll show similar to like a passive tame. It'll ask you to feed it whatever you have in the hotbar, which actually, speaking of, I have to do that real quick. What's the best one? A 2-2. Just have that in the hotbar. And you're awake. Oh, there's another one over there. What are you? Woohoo! Male 140. There is our ticket right there. Now, they, I guess, have pack bonuses, so that's pretty cool. How am I going to pull this off? So I got to obviously either eliminate or remove the level 50 from the situation completely. However, there's a third. What are you then? 145 female. Okay. This is going to get spicy, but this is our breeding pair right here. There probably could be 150s, but hey. And then we got... Alright, there is an absolute pack here. So the 50's got to go, and then 95 has to go. And they are mate boosters, so they will pull aggro with each other. Damn, that actually looks cool. The 140... The males, I guess, just look a lot cooler, so... Definitely going to breed them up. But anyway, main goal... Is there a 5 now? They just keep growing. Alright, that's not what we want. But they just keep growing in numbers. There's the 95, the 145, the 50. The 140, and am I bugging or was there a fifth one? Alright, so they're all sleeping. Ugh, this is gonna get interesting. I know I could kill them with the carts, but I don't want to. Forgot to get the net launcher. You know what? I need to do this. I need to go back to base, grab the net launcher, harpoon the ones I want, and then the other ones will be obviously moving. The other two will be incapacitated for like 20-30 seconds. That should be enough time for the carts to kill it, and we should be hopefully all good there. Actually, instead of the carts, because I feel like that's probably a bad idea, maybe the no. I don't have much time. That's the thing. I got like 20 minutes, so I gotta make moves now or just go with it. I think I'm just gonna go with it, honestly. Alright, you're on passive. I really hope this isn't a bad idea. No, I can't do this. I need to get rid of at least one of the three that I don't want. Like, I gotta tame the two, but... Alright, you're asleep. You're asleep the wrong way, so we can't do this. And you're awake. Awesome. Oh wait, no, that was just a tree. My bad, my bad. Oh, this is really bad. Alright, now you're all awake. So they got about a couple minutes of sleeping time, so... I'm just gonna have to get the net launcher. Alright, let's get back into this. Got my net launcher, and everyone is awake again. Alright, not ideal. Let me put you away. Let me get out my... No, I can't even use the wyvern. It would have been great to use the wyvern, but... Unfortunately, that is not going to be a thing at the moment. Alright, I need to get rid of these trees because they are interfering my visuals. Alright, everyone is asleep. Great. You should be asleep for a little bit, right? Alright, whistle passive because I don't want you to die. Let's get a little closer. Everyone's good. Alright, you stay us down. The only downfall is now that those, I think the dark one was the female we want, right? Pretty sure. Except now I cannot get an angle on it. That's not good. Okay, this isn't good. This is not good. Alright, we're gonna have to do this one at a freaking time. Oh, come on, come on, come on. Please, let me on. Thank you. Alright. This is not a great scenario. I think worst case, I'll have to find another female, but if I could kill off these ones and the dark one stays far enough away, we should be good. Alright, the male, we're going to keep him far away so that way he doesn't accidentally get pulled to this fight. Just kill the lower level ones and then net the 145. Because in theory, alright, that's the 50. And once I see the 95 dead, then I'm going to stop attacking and net the 145. Alright, honestly, this is doing much better than I thought. Alright, that's 95. Now we're going to net you. I missed. Okay, where is you? There you are. Let's pull you. Damn it, why'd you freaking move? Stay still. God damn it. Alright, that's them. Awesome. Yeah, we're just taking the leftover damage from that attack. Alright, so that is now the 140 and 145. A little scuffed, but it did work out. So didn't lose too much health, but we don't have too much time to really sit back and relax. Now that that's done, okay, let's not do that. Who do I want to tame first? I would guess the 145, because honestly, they're still netted. Huh. Alright, the male is fresh out. He's coming for me, isn't he? Yeah, so we're gonna have to... Yeah, figured that was gonna happen. Where'd you go, buddy? How are you up here? Excuse you? You need to relax. Alright, cool down. The male's coming at me, but the female's coming at me, but the male is pretty calm at the moment. Where are you? I do not see you. Nope, that's not you. Where is it? I do not want to fall down there, but I just cannot see this thing. Alright, let's actually just pull her all the way over here. The male is gonna stay over there. Cool. Excuse me. Coming through. Keep it coming. Alright. Oh, no. We are not going down here. You are not about to do that. Why did I do that? I literally knew it was going to jump anyway. Nope, that didn't net. Did that net? Nope, that didn't. Gotta get risky now. Alright, cool. Let's get out of here. Let's just get on the Maywing and move to where the male is, so that way the female, hopefully, get on, please. Hopefully the female is not aggroed by the time we get over there. It shouldn't. It should be out of render distance, honestly. But let's just make sure about that real quick. By coming all the way over here. Like so. Ain't nobody over here. Awesome. And the male shouldn't be too far away. At least I don't think. I'll see a big bright blue thing, so that won't be an issue. Where did you go, buddy? Is that you up ahead? I think so. Nope, those are the bushes. How far did I fly away? Alright, there you are. So now I just need you to take a quick nap. Thank you kindly. I'm not jinxing it, but he's not attracted to my Maywing at the moment. And we got a gamma up because I cannot see. Alright, let's do this. Because then what? Oh, no. Excuse you. And that's the lady. No, that. Ow, you bitch. Why do you gotta do that to me? I'm trying to make you a friend, and you're just trying to ruin it. Alright, definitely did jinx myself. The Maywing can aggro it if it is too close. Downfall of tracking a Shadow Mane. The invisibility footprints make this really frustrating. Because it could be... Wait, I just saw it. Alright, that is definitely it, right? That is our male? Yes. And he has finally went to sleep, I think. So let's drop the Maywing. Nope, he's coming for me. Yep, saw that one happening. Let's get over here. Actually, there may be fish in this pond that we probably could have just used all this time. Yeah. Worst case, I think I can make the... What was it? Damn, what are they even called? The fish traps. Yeah, I could literally make that over here. So, you know what? Let's be smart. Let's let them do their thing for a little bit. Let's grab a bunch of the fungal wood, which I think you get from these things. And then I just need, I think, fiber and thatch, right? Yeah, let's just grab all the stuff we can, make a bunch of the traps, so that way we'll have our fish traps ready to go. Let's get in here. Any goodies? Actually, I'm not seeing anyone at the moment. Well, that's not good. Don't know even why you're here. And they're both aggro. That's just... Oh, wait, no. These are different. These are different. These are different ones. Carch. Okay, I do need you. I do need you. Really? Also need sleeping bags. Let's get back over there. Alrighty. That was eventful to say the least. I did lose a bit of time between all this with the fish, but since all my ghillie broke, I happened to find like a mantis somehow over there on the way in, and obviously killed it for the polymer. So we got our ghillie back, so at least there is that. These things are literally not gonna last. Wait, are they lasting longer because they're on the hotbar? No, that's not the case. I think it's just maybe the bigger the fish, the longer they last. Honestly, I truly don't know. Either way, we have this one for about, what was it, a half hour. The rest, let me see if there's any more shadow mains before I go down there again. You can actually come with me. There shouldn't be any problems now. There we go. Alright, you stay here, stay on neutral. And let me look for some more fishy. You're just a thing. Alright, cool. What are you? I saw that. You're Diplo. Don't care. Yeah, let's look for some more fish. We got all the ghillie on, right? Everything. Nope. Let me just put on this. And let's get over to where we gotta go. I guess I'm gonna start with whichever one is closer. I truly don't know if it's the 140 or the 145. Just gotta wait for it to go to sleep. Let me just get all this heavy stuff off because I need the mobility right now. We'll keep you out. Keep that. We'll get rid of that, and everything is kind of unorganized, but for right now, priority is getting this tame. Where you at, buddy? Oh, I thought that was him for a second. I was like, oh shit, that is him. Okay. I messed that up. He just literally blended right into the trees. Whoops. Just get far away. So it looks like we're going for the 140, which is the male. There you are, right? That's you. Are you moonwalking or something? Damn it, you fell asleep the wrong way. Maybe I could kite this where I could get right over? Hopefully. Alright, let's try it. Hope for the best. Wish me luck. And let's do this. Hi there, buddy. Cannot feed you. You literally were sleeping. What the hell? You don't see me, right? Oh, don't see me in guilt? Nope. I freaking jinxed it again. Literally, it was sleeping. So, I don't know what's going on with this one. Maybe we'll start with the 145. Because I don't know what's going on here. Is that you? I see something moving. I see yeah, I think that's her. Right? Okay. So, pretty sure you are sleeping. Just to be sure, you are definitely sleeping. Not anymore. Alright, let's not do that. Honestly, I like the distance right here. That's good. Let's just wait her out until she gets a little tired. And maybe we could actually line it up where we can do this thing. I also got to eat real quick, so might as well do that. Alrighty, how long until you are going to fall? Actually, kind of convenient. Alright, let's go right here. Alright, maybe let's not run in. Cannot feed, is not... Oh, come on, you literally... What do I have to do different here? Why do you have such great reach? Like, it's a little annoying. Come on, fly away already, please. Thank you. What am I doing wrong here? Let me actually check real quick the fish timers. Yeah, you got a half hour on all of those, basically. What am I doing wrong? Are they not fully sleeping? Like, what's the deal? Maybe I should try trapping it. But either way, I should be able to feed it. That's the thing. Let me just look at it real quick, what I'm doing wrong. Let me look it up. So I think upon further consideration of why whatever was working wasn't working, I think what I'm going to do is try to trap the shadow main, so that way, even after I do the feed, it shouldn't escape, because even when it goes invisible, it'll still be trapped inside. So I'm just going to gather a bunch of stone, wood, and a little bit of thatch, and hopefully that's enough to make these simple yet effective stone traps. I think they were, yes, right here. Can't do metal, so can you? Why do you gotta be so annoying, dude? Alright, this is good enough for movement. Nope, you're right there. Didn't know you were gonna be there. Alright, we gotta let you go to sleep. And then once we do that, we should be able to, with all our gilly, which none of it is broken, so that's good. We got the fish in the hotbar. Approach it from where it's blind, the rear, and then we should be good. So if you want to go to sleep anytime soon, that would be absolutely great. Let's do this. Passive. And I'm going to go in crouched from closer. Wait, I ran out of harpoon nets. All right, let's do this. 1, 2, 3. You know what? This is probably a dumb idea. Let me just do it this way. Alright, that actually was a big amount of taming. Alright, you are moving, but I think we're good. You're not going my way, so that's perfect. Let's get the next fish ready. What was it? The 1-1? I think is the next biggest thing we have. There we go. How much time we got on you? 20 minutes. We should be fine. Where are you going? You know, I'm not liking where you're going at the moment. I'm going to just stay right over here. And now, not that button. Now I should be able to track you. Yeah. Wow, that actually did about half. Pretty cool. Alright, so now we just gotta wait for you to sleep. Probably a couple more fishes will do the trick. And let's do it again. Let's go right over here. And we'll just slowly approach while crouched once more. So if the 2.2 did about 40, I'm guessing the 1.1, nope. Not even gonna chance it. Alright, we lost that chance. So again, so as I was saying, if a 2.2 does about 40, then I'm gonna guess a 1.1 will do about 20%. And we got the 1, 2, yeah, we'll definitely have enough fish, to say the least. Only question is, will I be able to find some more of them for the male? Let's do this. Oh, come on right now with this. You know what? Screw it. Alright, you're gonna have to tank the hits, buddy. I'm a little preoccupied. Here we go. Almost there. And feed. Good, 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 good. Alright. Let's see, where is it at now? 67. So, yeah, about 20% for a 1.1. Essentially a 1. We'll do about 20%, so you'll really need probably about 5, 6 of those. If you get 2.2s, that's even better. Again, I have the taming rates a little bit higher just for the convenience of doing this solo, but in terms of, I guess, a vanilla, if I had to take something of a guess, you'd probably be getting about 10, maybe 15% for a 1x fish, and probably double that for a 2 and so forth. You're not moving, so I'm gonna assume, yes, you are asleep. Perfect. This is actually a whole lot easier than I thought it was gonna be until you woke up. Alright, we're just gonna let you do your thing. Are you attacking something? What are you attacking? I don't see anything. Okay then. You just do your thing. Oh shoot, that's not good. I mean, that might be good, that might not be good. At least I could pull it away from whatever it's attacking, maybe. Or getting attacked from. Let me just keep pulling you. This should be a good distance away from anything bad. Did we lose any levels? I hope not, because that would be very unfortunate. Nope, we're still good. Awesome. Let's see, I think it stopped moving, so we may be able to put it... Is it sleeping, or is it... What is it doing? Hello? What is your deal? We might have to get it unstuck, so if you don't mind. I think it's stuck. That's not ideal. Unless it goes to sleep, then it's in a perfect spot. It's not even attacking now. Is it that bugged? Alright, there we go. We got it. Let's get on with it. Maybe it'll not lead you back over there. Lead you further up this hill is probably ideal. You're still chasing me. Okay, let's go this way. That should be far enough away. Alright, now it's going after something else. Let's see. Did that ruin any of it? Nope, it is still perfectly near 100%. So that is good. It's just gonna go after everything, I guess. So might as well speed up this process. And where's the other guy? Right there. Alright, you should probably be safe in this area, and then you should go to sleep. And by going to sleep, we'll be able to... Nope, you're still... I got a little too close, didn't I? My fault. That's on me. Are we good now, or are you going after that Packy? Because it's kind of taking longer than I wanted to. Very much annoying right now. Alright, it's starting to get into nighttime, so it's not ideal. You're still coming after me. Alright, maybe let's get you down over here. Get you pretty far away. Wait a second, why is that 0, 0? Why is that 0%? Are you joking? I gotta do that all over again? I guess it might be a time thing. Oh no, maybe because it's freaking nighttime. Are you kidding? I only gotta do it during the day. It's ridiculous. Guess I might as well go back and look for some more fish in the meantime, because yeah, this is gonna be a while, isn't it? Alright, we are back. We got everything sorted and taken care of. In terms of all the fish, they all obviously expired, so I got new ones, and I was only fine picking outside. There were like 1 or 2 in the Asgard biome. The rest were in Midgard, so I got 1.5 and 4 more 1.3s. That should be enough. If everything's about 20-ish%, then we should be well able to get at least one of them, and then the other one we'll have to do again for the fish, but that's a whole nother process I won't have to show twice. Now, wherever either of them are, since we're on this side, I truly don't remember which one is where. I thought that was it for a second. That's just the packy. I'm thinking because the female was over around here. I think, if I'm correct, this is the side where the male is. I'd be able to see it quite easily because of the blue, but then again, this entire map is essentially blue. And I don't want to go to... There it is, right? Or is that another packy? Nope, that's the packy. That is not it. I don't want to go too crazy, like jumping and spamming and gliding in, because like the other times I literally landed right next to it, and then we had to like run around, wait for it to de-aggro, and then do the whole entire process again. So I prefer not to do that if I could avoid it all entirely. Where the hell could they have gone? Wait a second, is that... I thought that was a rock for a second. Well, we found a lady, so I guess we'll just tame her for right now. Then we'll worry about the male afterwards. Unless he's, like, conveniently right next to her. Actually, that would be inconvenient. Let's go over here. Let's do this. Whistle passive just to make sure. I truly don't know how long you've been sleeping for. You could wake up at literally any moment, but hopefully we could get you tamed, at least start it, and then we could track you, and then we shouldn't have any true problems going forward. And here you are. Alright. Don't worry about me. Please don't come after me, please. Let me move over here. I don't see the male, so this is a relatively safe spot. I see you over there. Let's just track you, throw you there. Go to here and track. So it's about 30% for a 1.5. So since I have the 1.3s, I actually might have enough to just do this thing. And then the other one with just the fish I have. Obviously, I could get more if I need to, but let's see if I could do this without any issues. Nope. I wasted that chance, but that's okay. We'll just get over here. We're just gonna... Did it reset again? I think that's what's happening. Every time you miss a feeding, it'll reset it. Which sucks, but I guess that is what it is. And I'm going to be hungry soon, but honestly, we're just going to have to hope this is enough we need. Stay asleep, stay asleep. Awesome. Alright, so it's at 26. I think we had just enough fish. Let's see. We got 1, 2, 3, and 4. Stay away, please. Do not do this twice. Are you asleep? Okay, now you are. Nope, I think we just reset it again. Yep, we definitely just reset it. Oh my goodness, this thing is the most frustrating tame in probably the whole game. Let's just do this. I guess while we're here, let's get a quick drink of water. Don't wake up, don't wake up. I can't freaking do it. Are you kidding? The freaking water is too deep. And now you're just in my way and breaking everything. Alright, this is really frustrating. Alright, so I'm going to leave the female alone for a little bit because it is quite complicated, the scenario with her. But we still got our 140 right here. Where'd you go? The male... Oh, there you are. Alright, let's get away. Now, unfortunately, I did wind up losing the ghillie chest piece. I hope that isn't going to affect this whole taming ability. We still got all the fish, so hopefully we can do this without an issue. Let me just check that everything... Yeah, so nobody's tracked, so nothing should be the issue, and you're going to sleep. Perfect. Alright, let's do this thing right now. And hopefully you never land in water, because if you land in water, that just makes my life that much more complicated. Because that was so stupid. I was able to do it, but because I was like an inch below the water level where I couldn't crouch, it threw me up, and then she woke up, and then everything just kept going downhill from there. But anyway, let's get this guy. So there we go. That's about 30%, so I'll need 4 of them most likely. Now we just gotta track you. Let's go here quickly. Track, perfect. Get the fish. And we are all set. Let's get away so you don't get aggroed in the rare chance. And I think you're going to sleep again. Nope, you're just running around in whatever pattern you're trying to do. No clue there. Okay. You tired yet? Nope, you're still... I don't get... Why did they run for so long? Like, it's not like they have a torpor run, unless this is considered to be like a torpor run. Like, this is kind of ridiculous. There you go. Alright, let's go around here. Oh, you bastard. Yeah, I got a little too overzealous right there. That was my fault. But I still have, I think, was it 1, 2, 3? I still have exactly the amount of fish I need for this. I just gotta wait to do this again. And it is a little dark over there, so we're just gonna gamma up. Nope, you... Buddy. You're absolutely a gem, but please stop. Look, you got a dillo. Go for the dillo. I'm not doing anything here. I'm just feeding you. That is all. You're still coming for me, aren't you? Jeez, man. Give it a break, dude. Relax. Where'd the tracking go? Whatever, we'll just do it the old-fashioned way till we get something. I think that's you over there, right? Should be you. Yep, I see your feathers right there. Are you sleeping? I think you are. Alright, which way... Alright, you got your back to me right now, so let's just hop over there. Please don't wake up. Please don't wake up. Help me, help you, help me. Oh, come on. And now the Maywing just doesn't want to be a Maywing. I'm telling you. When you need them to work, they just don't want to. I truly do not like this taming method at all. It's just so buggy, honestly, and you're probably aggroed, right? Yep, of course you are. You know what? I think what I'm gonna do to make my life easier, since this guy's gonna be here for most likely ever, I'm gonna go back to base, grab some more harpoon nets, trap him, then enclose him like I was trying to do before. And then once we get to that point, then he shouldn't be running around moving. I can just get in, get out, be done with it. That's right. Out of the water, buddy. Out of the water. Come on. Come on. There we go. You are trapped, right? Or at least you should be. Good enough. We got a bit of time with you. Let's throw all the things here. Let's go 1, 2, 3. I hope I have enough. We might have to make it... Please do not move around. Okay, you kind of just scared me for a second. Don't worry about me. 4, 5. Damn it, that's not good. Come on, gimme. Do not have all the time for this. Hopefully you can't get out of this. We'll go too high. This is not stressful at all. Frantically building up here. Get this there. And we are... Oh, shoot, we're out. Damn it, I gotta redo this. I gotta redo it. Come on, give me the cooldown. Give me the cooldown. You know what? Screw this idea. We're just gonna wait till you get sleepy again. There's literally no way around this. Actually, you know, it was going to sleep when I was doing this, so... maybe this is going to put it to sleep where I could just keep it there. Let me grab this. Because I think you are stuck on this wood. Oops, my fault. That was on me. Let me have this ready. And the fish is all set. Alright, you are sleeping now. I don't know if any of my ghillie is gonna work. Or at least whatever is left over. Let's try this. Alright, that is good. Now we just gotta get out of here for a moment. Track it, because I do not see it. Alright, there you... Why are you at 0-0 again? Oh no, you're at 41, okay. It's a little glitchy, but that's okay. Why do you gotta go in the water? Just why? It's at 41, so I guess I had a bigger fish. I forget, honestly, which one was which. Alright, you're just gonna keep moving and grooving until you're over there. I mean, I guess if that's where you want to be. Why can't I? I mean, I guess this will work for now. Just keep you trapped till you want to feed. Or rather, you want to eat. I think it's sleeping. Or did I just reset it? I honestly might have reset it. I hate this thing. And now we squat. Oh, come on, no. This is so annoying. Honestly, I might not even try anymore. This is literally the bane of my existence. I mean, the good thing is that even by doing this, they don't lose any taming effectiveness. So in theory, I should get 100% every time, but I just keep messing up this thing. And honestly, I wasted so many hours. I'm just going to cut to when I have it and start from there, because this is just ridiculous. I'm sorry if you want to see the whole entire taming progress. You kind of saw the idea. Literally what I've been doing is how you're supposed to do it. But to get to that 100%, you gotta be very mindful. If you are to do this, I would definitely suggest use, obviously, a full set of ghillie. Net it if you can and track it and trap it as well, so that way it stays inside and it doesn't keep running around. And see, how many fish do I have? Yeah, I would suggest probably at least a 1.2 or at least a 1x to get it to where, depending on your taming rates, obviously, of your server or whatever you're hosting, to get it to fully tame. It's about, I think, 15% on 1x on vanilla, so do with that as you will with the math. And lastly, I would definitely will say, if you can make that, I think it's cactus broth soup or whatever it is, to hide you even better, because this is just absolutely annoying. And also have the organic polymer on the side. I will see you when I have not only this male, but then I also got to get that female, and then I'll show you them all back at base. So it's the next day because after taming these guys, I just had no more energy to finish this video. I just couldn't do anything else. I literally just went to bed and just called it. So we did wind up getting the tames. We got the shadow mains. They were pretty much a max level. Well, not max level. The male was 140. She was 145. But in terms of the taming affinity, it was basically at like 99.2%. So I got basically all the levels that you could off of that. So that worked out very well. So first and foremost, the males are clearly the ones that have more of the coloring and the variation than the females, which are more muted at least. Who knows, maybe I could get a better one, because what I will be doing, which I won't show on camera, I did with snow owls. It didn't really get much traction, so rather than showing you the entire process of doing that, I'll just tell you what I'll do and then cut to when the finished product is said and done. So I'm pretty much just going to stat farm and stat breed. So I'm going to get like really good health, weight, stamina, melee, whatever else. Let me just look real quick because I haven't done so yet. 28. So in terms of the best stats right here on the male, yeah, so stamina is 36. So that's really good comparatively for the tame. And the female, 40 on stamina. That's insane. So honestly, let me just, actually it might be easier just to compare it like, nope, not that. To compare it like this. Just have them next to each other so I don't have to go back and forth while they're out of their cryos. So 40 stam, 20. So let me go one by one. 29 health, 28 health. So the female is better for that. 40 stam obviously is better than the 36. 33 weight, 13 weight, again the female, and 23 melee, 28 melee on the male. So the female is pretty much good for every stat except for melee, which is beaten by the male who has 28. So yeah, I'm going to let these guys breed up, do their thing, and I'll show you what we got by the end of it. Alright, so what you're about to see, there's a lot going on, and the main focus obviously was the shadow mains, but while they were breeding, mutating, doing all a bunch of things, had a few other things going in the side. So let me just show you real quick what we got. So first and foremost, we got 3 sets of the shadow mains. We got a mix, well, I call them mix because the colors I started to get, which I'll just show you briefly on this terminal, there really weren't too many to choose. Like, they started to just become one of two. So we have, this is what I've been calling the darker tones, where it has like the purple, the brown, and the darker blue and black. And then there are the lighter tones, which is basically a light blue to a blue. So I've been kind of seeing if any others spawn in with some mutations, which I have not been getting any. I've only been getting 2, 4, 5. So probably just going to let all these guys grow up for using them as a shadow main army, if anything. Which, again, 2, 4, 5, just the stats alone, all of them have the same, where it's 33 points into health, 40 stam, 37 weight, and 28 melee. So together, all of them will do a big chunk of damage. Now, on top of that, like I said, I got the 3 sets. So I have the dark tone with a light tone. Then I got pure breeds, if you will, light tones with light tone, and dark tone with dark tone. Again, they're all going to come down to this. So I'll probably just choose one of these and call it our tame, if you will. Unless I come across within the next couple episodes a better mutated one with hopefully better colors. But either way, it is what it is. Now, as you also saw in the terminal, since I have it on the newborn collection, I added a couple Arcatinas, the snails, into one of the, I think the Narcoberry farm, if I'm not mistaken. And I got them on Wander, so that way I could get the Arcatina paste, which I have a whole dedicated item collector for it. Now you can see right here, it says that they're unable to, where to go? Let me show you on one of the ones I tamed up, because it said that when I originally had them in the thing, they weren't able to mate or breed, but apparently they are, which I didn't know. They're able to be set on Wander, and then that would count for the breeding. So now I unofficially have, which I wasn't planning on. Again, I have the dedicated Arcatina collector right here. Got it all powered up, ready to go. So, let me go through this. Excuse me, sorry, thank you. Alright, so now that we got all that, the Arcatinas will now unofficially become a chitin farm should I require it. And I just have 2 right here experimentally growing. I haven't fed it too much. I'm just kind of seeing if they're going to be able to eat or if they're just going to starve. but it is a very slow maturation process, so that's going to be for a while. If anything, I'll probably pair up or grow up a few more, so that way, I think that one's dead. Yep. Anyway, let's just see. Alright, we don't really get too many things. On to the next venture. The Rexes. So this is a weird thing. Before I started recording, I had 2 Rexes here, and they were kind of leveled, like, actually, no, I have them somewhere. Let me just double check. Do I have them in here, or I think I have them here. Alright, let me just show you what I found. Now, these were the ones in the wild. Now, I did do a dino wipe just to get more dinos spawning because they were starting to, like, kind of stagger. Why am I going this way? Let me just throw them. Excuse me. Anyway, let me just get over here. So yeah, so I did dino wipe to kind of clear out the spawns because there really weren't too many, at least not enough where I needed to find new spawns, new levels, everything like that. And once I did, all the dinos, well, not all, as you can see, that one there isn't, but most of the dinos got new colorings, which is really cool. It's like I don't know if the summer batch is live right now, but anyway. So these are the 2 I found in the wild. This is, I believe that one's the female, and this one is the male. Now, the male is kind of just vanilla, boring, nothing special going on with the coloring there. Whereas to the female, it's like a whole meteorology map. It's got the green, the blue, the red, the yellow even. It's like a whole prism of colors. So when I started breeding them, they were starting to come off with nice colors. I mean, they started to even out where like blue and red, and that was really it. The green got lost, the yellow got lost. But now, as you saw, let me just put these away. Once I started, I guess, better stats, obviously, because with the Rexes, I did see in a comment to get them for the Fenrir boss, which is definitely great advice, so thank you for that. But I'm also planning on using them for the next eventual boss fight, which is probably going to be Hades and Skull, I think they're called, or something like that. But anyway, as you see now, the colors are kind of just boring. They're like basic vanilla. I don't know if maybe they'll breed some better ones, but who knows. Anyway, let me just take a quick look at these stats right now. We got 32 health, 30 stam, 36 weight, and 37 melee. So that's really good. And then I think the female had really great stam. 42, 32 health, 31 weight, 32 melee. So I'm going to breed these out. Now we'll see if in due time we'll get a better mutation and coloring, because that would be great. I really did like the female that I had originally. If I could get some of the colors back, that would be amazing, but I don't know if that's going to be a thing. So yeah, we got a bunch of snails right here. And let me just check out a couple of these eggs. Maybe we'll just see if we get lucky, but I do not know. Those look like boring colors anyway. Anyway, let me focus on, what was it, 2, 4, 5. So 2, 7 would be, no, 9 and a triple. Okay, so it looks like 2, 4, 7 is going to be the thing. Now, I don't want to take away from these breeding pairs. Do I happen to have... No, I do not. So I'm going to have to remove one of them just for a moment to get the breeding pair, so I could test, because I do want to see, which I haven't done already, the damage, the melee, and all that stuff. Let me take some water. Now I'm going to let these things breed off camera. Obviously, I'm trying to get mutations, but it's potentially soft capped at 245, which I don't know why, but either way, I guess it is what it is. So let's just first explore. Now, this is a pretty fast mount. You don't need a saddle, but it does have like a little armor naturally when you tame it, as it literally says natural armor. I didn't read it, I promise. So this technically has like a ramshackle quality, so I think that would be like 30 instead of a 25 if I'm correct. I'm not 100% on that. Anyway, let's go see. We got a left click. Let me just do left click is just as simple. It rotates between the arms, but all right, that's a different animation, but essentially it's just a scratch or whatever. Right click. Oh, right click is that thing, I guess. We'll take you in just a moment. C. C is invisible. So we cannot be detected, I believe. I mean, this turtle, I think, knows we're... Because we... No. Surprisingly, the turtle that we hit doesn't even aggro to us. That's cool. Yeah, we are literally invisible. That is absolutely cool. So, let me see, actually, if I do this, and I hit left click. Alright, any attack will bring it out of the invisibility. What else is there? Literally anything but generic movement, I guess, also will bring it out of the invisibility cloak. What does it even say? You're being cloaked by Shadow Mane. Water decreases... Oh, no, that's not related. You were being cloaked by Shadow Mane. So I guess essentially this would be how you could... If you had to steal something, you could do that undetected from, like, a wyvern nest, rock drake nest, whichever. And I guess anything else, essentially. Or if you're trying to sneak through a very dangerous area, you could do that. Space, again, it's just jump. Nothing going on there. What was that? I think, okay, if you hold space... Wow, you launch. So the first attack, that's this thing. That first box. The second one is a zap. So the fourth one is that thing. Invisibility is that. The third. What is this scream? Is it maybe X? Ability requires mate boost. Oh, so that's probably just the roar. So let me go back up there. Wow, you really zoom. I mean, that's great to get out of sticky situations. So X, and that's the mate boost roar, I guess, right? Stamina and torpidity is recovering and movement speed increase. So yeah, that's a very big buff. Let me just see how fast. Yep, you are going quite faster. So this is very good to have, especially if you have the mate boost. So what's small thing? Because I don't want to take on a Bronto just yet. I mean, I could. There's definitely... It's a 140, though. That is a high level. It will take a while to kill it. The Dillo. Let me see the regular left click attack, how much it does. 174. 159. Oh, it's accelerating. I mean, increasing every bite. Alright. So we have a effect. No clue what it is or does. What was that? Okay, I don't know if that's necessarily related, but... Alright, so the attacks are a little inconsistent. They're not going up, they're just a little bit everywhere. I gotta imprint one of these, so this one isn't gonna be the main one. This is just for testing, but definitely gotta do a rider boost and all that stuff there. Let me grab those claws real quick before I forget, because chances are I will. There we go. I'll take the arrows as well, and that'll be that. Now, what is this? No, that's the invisibility. Oh, you also will, what's it called? Rotate based off your camera turning. So that's only in invisibility mode, or stealth mode rather. What is the flames for? I truly don't know if anything's going on. I'm not seeing anything. I guess let's see what kind of damage will do. So 129. I mean, it is hitting very fast, so that is good. I think it's just staying at 129 though. It's not really doing anything else. Let me see real quick. Invisibility. Will he aggro and hit me? No, he won't. That's actually kind of convenient. So if you're low in health and you really have like nothing and you're in a bad situation, you're easily able to just get out of it with the invisibility cloak. So then they just apparently will lose aggro from before. Alright, let's do... I guess we'll just keep doing this. What else? I did the right click. Yeah, there's really not much more to this thing. I think I did lose the mate boost, but I don't remember. I really don't know what's like. Is there something else I could do? Nope, that means hit that. No, I still have the bar and it's not from this. What does this thing do? Well, you're taking forever. Can you actually... Okay, you can actually use weapons while mounted. So that makes life a lot easier, especially if you're trying to do things. Alright, screw off, you dillo. Right, let me just finish killing this. And then... Now the damage is going up again. Maybe as it's dying it does more damage. Like, the more health it loses kind of thing. I don't know. I mean, we are moving faster. Oh, too far. Okay. Yeah, I do not know what is going on. Your dino speed, health, and things. Roar. I mean, it's a boost, so there's that. Let me just check the wiki on what this part of the attack does. So I think there's like a charged bite, which you gotta hold the left click button to do once that bar on the bottom is full, which I didn't know prior to. And also, since it is nighttime, I'm just looking. I didn't realize, but I guess it makes sense. This thing will actually light up a bit in the nighttime, so that color pattern or whatever region that is, I think it's region 5, if I'm not mistaken. It'll actually light up and it looks really cool with lighter colors. So let me just, I guess, charge this up as best I can. Alright, I need something else to charge it up with. The Listro might do the trick. Okay, maybe not. I definitely need something more. Let me... The trick, yeah, this will do the trick. Now we just hold this down. Alright, so 649. So it does about, what was that? 400% more damage, I think. I could be wrong, but let me just check on maybe something that has no armor debuff for me, like a trike or a turtle, and maybe just go against, I don't know, Parasaur if I could find one. Let me just use the galley. Alright, so 649. Now keep in mind, this melee is only at 371, so you get a high level melee on this thing, which again, this is only 28 points. So if you could get lucky and get in the 40s, I think you're absolutely gonna destroy anything in this path without a question. And we're charged again, so let me just find let me just check what this is. Wow, this thing is insane when it's got that. That looks super cool. The fire and everything, like, that's just sick. Alright, let me... Keep forgetting, it's not like a Maywing, but in a way it's kind of like one. Does this thing have the light up once it's in invisibility? It still does. Then does that look a little goofy? I truly don't know. It's a little... Oh, I'm invisible like that too. I mean, I guess that makes sense. It's a little goofy, but like, it works. I'm not against it. I'm definitely not against it. Alright, let's find something to kill. Alright, so if you single tap right click, rather than, whatchamacallit, double click it or hold it, it'll lock on, like it'll radar detect a nearby dino. And then if you click it again, it'll launch right at it. But if you just hold the right click from the get-go, like so, it'll automatically like detect in its front path if there's anything there. So that's pretty neat, especially if you're like trying to find something and you just can't, or if you need to latch on and eliminate a specific target. I guess you could do that. Now let me try and find multiples and see if that is a thing, because if you can find multiples and just select one of them, then I say that's a pretty cool feature. We got you. I guess you're locked on once you're locked on. There's no... Oh, no. It disappeared. You know what? Let's just do it. There we go. And we do that. Alright, so 649, I guess regardless. Oh, no. The snail didn't make it. Well, we got chitin at the very least, but I guess what I have to do is just let them be. And I probably got to actually take care of the ones I'm raising. But anyway, that is going to wrap it up for this video. If you did enjoy, please make sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you are new, and come back here regularly. Thank you for all the support you guys have been giving me so far, especially on the last few videos. Truly means a lot to me. And with that being said, take care and have a good one.